So here we're at KubeCon, right? And everything's about Kubernetes and open source. But then when we talk about security, a lot of these financial services, they might worry about the whole idea of, sharing code and open source. So how do you tackle those kind of issues?
Well, actually, with open source, it's actually more secure because many companies work in open source. So many companies, every company is different. So that brings in the whole diversity into open source. So we have different practices, we have different ideas. So when one company thinks something's secure, another company may not think that's secure. So with open source and security, we bring a whole mind share of all different companies, all different orgs, different people into that security landscape. So so that's the beauty about open source as well. So with Kubernetes, we now have a CVE feed as well that is launched into Kubernetes.io that we help maintain. We're always adding security tooling into the projects as well. So that's been something that's been ongoing for the past several years. That's also part of the efforts from SIG Security and with the tooling sub-project actually within that SIG.
And we talked about the upstream communities. I'd love to just touch on that again because I know you're very passionate about your work there and working with those communities. Anything interesting coming up or you're really excited about, especially when it comes to Kubernetes and security?
Absolutely. So there's several different aspects of the project, especially since AI is becoming very big nowadays. Dynamic resource allocation in Kubernetes is currently an alpha feature, but it's actually featured in 2 of the keynotes. Dynamic resource allocation allows those containers and pods to share and to use resources on the local machines beyond CPU and memory. So things like GPUs and accelerators, things that are needed for AI workloads. So that's a feature that I'm looking forward to go into beta, hopefully in 131, which is about August. Might be pushed back a little bit, but that's a current goal right now.
Amazing. And so working with financial services in general, what has been your experience and what are you looking forward to when it comes to those kind of technologies and what's coming forward in those open source projects that you're working on?
Yeah, so there's many different projects that any company besides FSI companies could use. So I love Open Data Hub, which is what OpenShift AI is actually uses as well. Open Data Hub allows certain AI tooling to be used in Kubernetes to run AI workloads. We see that as that's the theme of this KubeCon right now is actually AI, and so we see that around the whole landscape and the world as well. So I'm really excited for that. There's all sorts of projects that are coming about. There's one old project, but it's still very, very important. It's called KubeVirt, which allows virtualized workloads that have to run on VMs to be run on Kubernetes. With the current landscape, we see that importance very increased right now as well.
Thank you so much for talking to us, Ray. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you very much for having me.